yathi test.
Now we're going back in circles.
Can you follow the testing test?
It was positive.
Alright. Yeah, it might see positive video in the Wednesday journey bolo.
What do you look, Kwenzo?
Mina wangekela ngihleli nawe endlini.
Because I knew you'd freak out like this. So at least you freak out. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Ulelwa, and in this video I'll be sharing how we found out right after the prank that we were actually really pregnant this time. So yeah. So in February, when we had our traditional affairs, I was on the oral contraceptive called Oricon. I had changed from triphasal because triphasal was not working for me. So I moved over to the Oricon, and after the traditional affairs, when I went back to Cape Town in March, Kwenzo was like, you know what, we already started with traditional affairs, and probably by the end of the year, you're already going to be married into the family. So if you want to stop taking these pills, because they are not, like, they were doing the most to me. So he's like, if you want to stop, you can stop, you know. It won't be such a huge thing if anything happens now, you know. So I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was over those pills. I just didn't like them at all. So around about March, towards the end of March, I think, I just wanted to complete the pack that I already had, and then I was going to stop, right? So round about March, I think that's when I stopped taking them. And my life continued, periods came back, it was a normal thing. Even during the time when I was taking the oral contraceptives, with the triphasal, I still had my periods. Like every 28 days I knew that a new cycle starting, you know. With the Oricon, I didn't take the 5-day ones. I don't know what they call them. I didn't take those ones. I'd start a new packet immediately, so that way I didn't have any periods at all. Because they were trying to combat the fact that I had headaches every time, like hectic headaches and hectic pains. So they're like, just start a new pack instead of doing the 5-day ones. And that actually worked in a way, but I still had my headaches, and I still had like this weird, I just didn't feel okay, right? So stopped the pills, and periods came back. It was every 28 days, but as the months went on, they started becoming irregular. I was like that teenage girl having irregular periods once again. So I didn't really take it too hard, because I know when you do stop taking contraceptives, they do funny things to your body, right? As your body's trying to readjust to you not taking these contraceptives. So my period started fluctuating in terms of length. 1 month it'd be 28 days, 1 month it'd be 31 days, but it wasn't a need for concern or anything, because it was just that, right? And then life carried on. We were busy with academics, so even when they would last like 31, 32 days, I'd be like, most likely it's the stress from academics and planning the next phase in our lives, right? Okay, so November comes, right? On the 2nd, we had our traditional ceremonies. We had Membeso and Mbondo, and we left, I believe, the next day, if my memory serves me right. I think we left the following day for Johannesburg. It was a huge move. Everything was back and forth, like, okay, let's go. And then we got to November. We got to Johannesburg, we settled in, everything was nice, everything was fine. Got my periods on the 13th of November, right? And I think that's around about the same time when I uploaded the prank. I think that was, yeah, it was somewhere there. Had my periods in November. I was like, yay, life is carrying on, life is nice. December comes. December 13, nothing. And I still didn't take it to heart, you know. December 14, nothing happened. And I think that's only when I realized that, hey, whoa, Am I not supposed to be getting my periods now? But I still didn't take it to heart. December 15 comes. Still nothing. December 16 hits. And all of us, like that day, I'm the one who wakes up first, and then I go to the sitting room, and when Kwenzo eventually wakes up, that's when we start watching whatever we want to watch and stuff like that. That day, I just couldn't get out of bed. I don't know what was happening with me. I was just in a funky mood. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to eat. I was just there. I was just all slopey and moody, right? And then I try to get up, go to the bathroom, and I'm like, these boobs feel heavy. I am like, these boobs, no, something's wrong. These boobs just feel heavy. But it was like, okay, my boobs feel heavy. Okay, you know. And then I go back to bed. I'm like, no. It can't be the 16th of November. My boobs are heavy, no periods. What's happening? And then I WhatsApp one of my friends who's currently expecting, and I asked her that when she suspected that she was pregnant, what was going on in her life, you know. And she told me that her boobs were heavy, her periods were late, and I think she had one more symptom on top of that. I was like, oh, okay, cool, shut, you know. She's like, why do you ask? I'm like, no, just asking, you know. And then I'll call another one who had recently had her child, and she also tells me around about the same thing. And then she also asked me, why do you ask? I'm like, no, I'm just asking because, hey, no period, it's the 16th of December, you know. And she's like, babes, don't fool yourself, just go to Clicks or Discam, get a test, and take that test. And that's when it actually sunk in that, now we're talking about tests. Yes. Whoa. And that's when I got out of bed, got ready. I'm like, babe, I want to go to the mall. He's like, you've been in a funky mood the whole day, and then now you're coming and telling me that you want to go to the mall. What are you talking about? I'm like, no, I just want to go to the mall. I don't want to tell him at that point because you're okay. From the prank, I was just like, I am not ready for that drama. Let me just be sure, you know. So fine, he eventually agrees, and then we go to Mall of Africa. And I made sure that we got off where I just need to take the escalators, and right there is Discam. And as I go to Discam, I'm like, I know, because, okay, here's another weird thing, right? Everything that's supposed to be happening to me was happening to Kwenzo. He started peeing so much. Like, he started peeing all the flippin' time. Like, 5 minutes in, he'd be peeing, you know. And he had a hectic appetite, and he actually blamed it on the fact that, oh no, now we're living together, it's December, we all chilled, so that's why he's eating a lot. But I didn't really buy it. But at the time, it didn't really click, you know. And then he also used to sleep a lot. Yo, the guy would wake up at like 5 p.m. He would sleep for almost 12 hours at one point. So I was like, And then I was like, don't you want to go pee while I quickly go into Discam, right? Because I don't want him to be there. So he goes to Discam, and I try to hurry everything up, right? I got the in-store test. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's called Medic or something like that. I got that in-store one, and then I got the clear blue. My plan was, I'm going to take the cheap one first, and if that one's positive, then only will I take the clear blue so that I can get the estimate of how far I am. So fine, and then I go pay, and then the lady asked me, do you have the Discam rewards card? I'm like, no. She's like, do you want me to sign you up? I'm like, oh, okay, cool, fine, you know. And then she signs me up, and then she sees that I'm buying tests, and she's like, do you have kids? I'm like, nope. And she's like, is this for you? Asking about the test. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And she's like, if it comes up positive, do come back to us so I can sign you up for the baby rewards, and you can get like a diaper bag or something. At that point, nothing made sense to me because I was like, I still need to take this and be sure what's happening. I might get my periods later on that day or the following day, you know. So fine, I get my things, and then I go out, and Kwenzo was waiting for me outside Discam. And he actually didn't ask me what I got, luckily. And then I was like, okay, let me go to the bathroom quickly and then we'll meet up. So I go to the toilet and I'm like, I'm taking this test now. There's no way I'm waiting. And if you know me, I'm very impatient. God forgot that part. When he made me, he forgot to add some patience. Nah. So I took the test and I was busy, all frantic about it, right? So I was like, let me not look. And then I put some tissue over it so I couldn't see any lines or anything. And then I put on my earphones and listened to a song, which was like probably 4 minutes long, so that by the time the song was over, I can actually check this thing and it's going to be done. And I am telling you, while I was listening to that song, nothing, I couldn't hear the lyrics because I was just going back and forth and like, what if, you know, everything was just happening so fast. And then, okay, fine, the 3 minutes was up. I'm like, let me give it an extra minute just so that when I check it, I know it's done and it's legit and it's that, you know. Hey, and then I remove the tissue from like on top of it, and there's like that one line, you know, that one line that's supposed to be there, and then, you know, on the side it's supposed to have like the line if you are pregnant or not, and there was a line and it was very faint. I was like, okay, what happens if you have a faint line? Is it a line nonetheless, or, you know? So I googled it and it was like, a line's a line, girl. If it's a line, it's there. And then everything sinks in, and then I actually sat down for a bit, like, I'm sure Guy was wondering what's happening, what did she eat, is she going through the most or something? And then finally I leave. Before I went out to him, I checked it and the line was getting like stronger, but it was still very light, but it was getting stronger. I find, and then we leave. I'm like, I'm not telling this guy. We went in, we were walking around shops, going in and out, and I was like, and then I told him that I want to go to Clicks quickly, and at that point he was at Musica, if I'm not mistaken, and he was like, yo, that's too far for me, I'm gonna wait here, let me know when you're done and then we're gonna meet up or something. I'm like, okay, sure. Didn't go to Clicks, went to Ackerman's, so I could get like a set, like something to show him when I tell him, you know. So I went to Ackerman's, I got this cute set thing. It was written, be yourself or something like that. I just couldn't find something that says something along the lines of, hey, you're gonna be a dad or great dad or something like that, you know. And I wanted something gender neutral, so I got something which was Winnie the Pooh. You can't go wrong with Winnie the Pooh. I got that set, and stupid me, did I not pay with the guy's card? And when I get back to him, he's like, what were you buying at Ackerman's? But he wasn't asking that, oh, well, why will you use my card, you know. He was like, what did you buy at Ackerman's? Because I thought you were at Clicks. I'm like, oh no, I went to Clicks and then I forgot to buy airtime, so when I walked past Ackerman's, that's where I bought the airtime. And it didn't click to him also, why would you buy airtime at Ackerman's when you can just buy it on your app, or, you know. But anyways, we go home, right? And bear in mind, Uguti, my head is still going back and forth about this. Uguti, what is happening, you know? When we get back home, and I still haven't told the guy. When we get back home, he was chilled. I think he watched a game or something. My mind was racing. I was on Google checking everything. What am I supposed to be doing now? When am I supposed to be going to see the doctor? You know, everything about supplements, everything basically. And then I went to take the second test. Still doesn't know. Went to take the clear blue because I wanted to see how far along I was. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait for the morning to take this, because clearly if I took one in the afternoon and it showed a line, then the clear blue one is also gonna work. Took the test and immediately it popped pregnant. I was like, wowza. Wowza. And it showed, I think at the time it showed 2 to 3 weeks or something like that, I'm not sure. And then that's when it sunk in, like, okay, this is actually really happening. It even has a week count, like, you know, it's happening. And then I went went to the bedroom. I put the set that I got from Ackerman's. I still had my slip just in case the clear blue was incorrect, so I can go return it. I put the set there, and then I put the test on top and then covered it. It was all on Kwenzo's side. And he flipped the covers over and there it was. And I was waiting for Kwenzo to freak out. You know how he reacted on the prank. So I was waiting for more or less the same thing. And best believe the guy was so calm. He was so happy. It was like, what is happening? This must be real for him to be this calm, you know. And then he was all happy, like, how did you find out? Why didn't you tell me? Like, but in a very nice way. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my gosh, when are we going to the doctor? What do we need to do now? I was like, I don't have all those answers. I don't know. I'm also just trying to find my feet. I don't know what's happening. And then at that point we're like, okay, I wanted to tell my gran, but I was like, no, I prefer telling her in person. So I think I needed to wait it out because I only went home first week of Jan, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, let me not tell her, rather I tell her when I see her. So we called his sister, who was already sleeping. I was like, babes, wake up because I want to video call you. And she thought we were joking. She thought we were pranking her, and I'm like, I am not joking at all. She was like, no, I'm gonna believe the test when I see the test. And then I showed her the test. She was like, no, I'm gonna believe you when you come here. Like, are you serious? Yay, guys, no one believed us because everyone thought we were pranking them. And then the following day we went back to the mall because knowing Kwenzo, he wanted to do his calculations, and we went to Babies R Us to find out how much is everything that we think we might need. And that's when we started doing our research in terms of what do we need, what don't we need. And that's when I actually started taking the supplements, which cost a lot. But that's when I started taking the supplements, and I only went to the doctor late. But that's just me. That's just me being lazy. That's just me not wanting to be at the doctors and stuff like that. And basically that's how we found out that I was pranked by the universe. And I was pregnant for real this time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click like, comment down below on how you found out or how you wish to find out if you're not pregnant yet. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Until next week, it's love and light to you all.